Hi there, Jack Gielan's the name. I'm with Families for Justice, and this is Cherrie Kurura.
Cherrie Kurarangi.
Right, Cherrie, it's wonderful to have you here today. Our theme is to stop abducting our children. We demand an independent complaints authority over the Social Workers Registration Board and Oranga Tamariki. Now, New Zealand legal system is a breeding intergenerational harm, systematic abuse and broken families. What can you tell me from your own perspective about the uplifts?
Okay, so from my own perspective, I myself am a former child of the state as well. So I was taken at quite a young age. I spent a lot of years through sexual abuse and living through that harm and trying to actually build myself up. At the age of 17, I was shipped out. I had to find my own entry into school, so I went to places like, I went to a high school to ask if I could enroll, and they asked me where my parents are. Tauranga Tamariki are my parents, so where to from there? At 17, I was at that age where they move you out. Okay, and I wasn't even a legal adult, so I went to a place called Quest Rapuara, who then helped me to enrol in a high school myself, because Oranga Tamariki weren't going to follow through with that either. Right,
so the New Zealand state abuse system currently, there's been a lot of petitioning over the rights of children that have been abused. What can you tell me about that? Do you think that they're bringing out the stories and they're doing justice to all the harm that's being created?
Oh, look, there is no way that there's justice being done to the harm that is created. There is no balance whatsoever. Okay, the harm that has been done intergenerationally has happened from kuro through state care systems. So your son is being taken to his mokos. The same thing happens with our nannies, through to her daughters, through to their daughters. Okay, so intergenerationally our families are taken.
Right.
It's not unusual. If you've been a child of the state, they also question your own parenting, because apparently you didn't have a good role model in the state.
Right. So we
Beautiful,
find
isn't it?
the orphan spirit and the father-mother deficits that are going on in our families, and the number of males and females that are in prison because of an orphan spirit, and how they are going into crime and they're becoming traumatised.
Well, I can't speak about prison itself other than what I know from helping brothers and whānau who are actually inside that prison system. I was lucky enough to not be caught, so I didn't go to prison. That's an honesty. Okay. I didn't get caught. I was really lucky. That's the only difference between me and these whānau. I also feel that intergenerational harm from systemic abusive systems like Oranga Tamariki have actually, they're really good at manipulating the harm that they do as well, so it turns out to be our own fault when we fail. I take ownership and I make choices. I make some really crap choices too, but at the same time we're talking about choices that have been made on other people and on children.
Now, we are representing families right around the world, in Hawaii, Spain, Germany, Australia, and we want them to stop the brutal treatment of families. And we're also bringing Maurice Ruckeris, an international human rights lawyer, is coming to New Zealand on the 4th of February. You'll be interested in that.
Absolutely.
Because basically it says here breaches of human rights and crimes against humanity.
Absolutely.
So what is your message to all the people around the world that are going through uplifts, that are seeing breaches? What is your message to them today?
Do not let the system pull our families apart. It's the family unit that works. You know, we don't adore and love the family. The system doesn't anyway, the way it should. We prefer whānau to be separated, so we make a benefit for a couple way less than we would for two people that are separate, you see? That there is a systemic way to keep families apart. Then families are looking at, you know, how do we work apart and parent apart, and it doesn't. And then the system and the state starts to pull away at our basic rights. So basic human rights is a natural guardian,
Natural guardian.
That's right. So natural guardian is
the family.
That's right. A natural guardian in the family is someone who's either given birth to or supplied DNA to have a child. That is a natural guardian. Now the courts and the family court system are currently using special guardianship that is created by Oranga Tamariki. What I'm telling whānau to do, especially here in New Zealand, the paternal or the maternal guardian, both natural guardians, start making additional guardians within your families. We can take the system out. The more additional guardians you have for that child, the harder it is for the system to take your baby.
So we're looking at inter-country abduction.
Absolutely, this is an abduction of our babies.
Stakeholders, or they're brokering the children. This is going on, and major violations of United Nations Covenant, because Article 16 talks about state protecting the family. They're contradicting that. There's a major breach. Are they protecting our families?
No, this isn't protecting our families. Look, when you put it this way, I was taken because I was a gang-affiliated kid, right?
Yep.
And within a few weeks I had an STD in my plunkett book. Wow, that's protection.
Now what about breaches to the treaty, chiefs and families thereof?
There are
Bloodline rights.
multiple breaches to the treaty, to the fact that they haven't acknowledged the key factor in the treaty, which is about us and land.
Right. So we're anti-corruption officers here.
Us having a language.
Yeah.
We're still pronouncing names, yeah?
Yeah.
Kia ora, Tauranga.
We are whistleblowers.
That's
okay?
right.
Citizens watchdogs over the government, trying to hold them account.
Yep.
In government-controlled media, freedom of the press is required to hold opinions without interference. We have opinions.
Yep.
We have rights.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty hard out and outspoken. I mean, you know, when I jump up in front of a whole bunch of ministers and I challenge their corridor.
It's
You know, I challenge the corridor,
broken.
Simon Bridges, the illicit drug offences and the weapons offences have all gone down. But isn't it coincidental that we have a gun amnesty, yes, and we take all the guns off people and then we go and arm the police?
Shooting them instead of maiming them. What happened with that guy in Otho?
Thank you, Brother Joel, for that
father
comment.
who was shot. Wasn't that a terrible travesty?
It was absolutely awful to know also that he had his Tamariki in his arms.
Yeah. Now they're shooting people on the spot sometimes.
Yeah, it's for
aren't they?
mental health issues. And why has mental health become a criminal activity? I thought it was a health objective.
Right.
Very true.
So,
Sorry.
what would you like to see
No, it was
happen in
criminal
this
to be
country?
mentally unwell. What I would like to see in this country is that the people start to realise they are the real people. They are the real power.
Yeah.
Okay, not this
Government for the
1%er
people, by the
that's
people.
sitting up there making all these stupid decisions that harm us. Whānau, get up, do something.
Yeah.
It's
Get
ours.
off your asses and do something.
Yeah.
Thank you
Give
very
a
much,
shit.
Cherrie. That's wonderful. You're an
Thank you.
outspoken person. You're a representative of your own whānau and of the cause also for families.
Oh, yes.
Families for justice. Thank you very, very much for talking and
Goodbye.
being willing to define what it is you truly believe in.
It's good to see Tauranga Tamariki didn't destroy your spirit like they have done
I
for
think
too
they
many
made me a
others.
wild bitch.
Good on you.
Good on you.
Beautiful, Cherrie.
Thank you.
Beautiful.